hard work and determination of our area athletes. This is The Score on WQAD News 8.
Good evening and welcome to The Score Sunday. High school sport teams are back in action after the holiday break, and one team has moved to the top of the state. That team would be Geneseo. The Maple Leafs are 18-0 currently, ranked number 1 in the state in Class 3A. We will talk with them about their season so far. The IH Mississippi Valley Shootout returned with plenty of fanfare. More games, more venues. We find out what the players and coaches like so much about this event. Our FCA Story of the Week features Moline Sean Taylor as he joins an elite club. And we'll see how the life of Derek Lindauer was remembered this past week. We start tonight with the Geneseo Maple Leafs girl basketball team. Fresh off their State Farm Classic championship, Geneseo has what it takes to make a deep run this year.
We are now joined by 3 members of the Geneseo Girls Basketball team. We have Allie Rapps, Jordan Porter, and Cammie Ludwig. Ladies, congratulations to your start to the season. I guess just past the midway point, if you will, and you're off to an 18-0 start, ranked number 1 in the state in Class 3A. I guess you couldn't ask for any better way to start the season. So, Allie, I'll start with you. Take me back to the beginning of the year. Going into this year, knowing that you're going to have a full year, that last year kind of got cut short on you. What were the goals? What were the expectations of this team as you headed into this season this year?
Yeah, for sure. So we knew that we were missing some key players, the Bergmans, some other girls, but I think we just knew that we've been playing together for so long and that we were so tight knit, and we just wanted to go further than we had in years past and just really make the most of our last season.
Jordan, was there a moment or something early on in those first couple weeks of practices where you kind of realized, hey, maybe this team does have something special this year?
Definitely when we played Sherrard, I think our defense finally clicked. We were struggling a little bit at the beginning of the season with communication, but when we got to that game, we definitely started talking and we just knew that we could go really far.
Cammie, the 3 of you are seniors. Did that play into this season at all, knowing that the 3 of you ladies and you just kind of wanted to finish the year, finish your careers at Geneseo on a positive note?
I think ever since starting high school, I've been thinking in the back of my head, I feel like senior year would always be the year for us. Just going up with great role models and having great people below us. I think we all work very well together, and we have those boundaries of when to be funny and silly and then when to get to work on the court.
I guess the one thing I've seen you play through maybe 4 or 5 times this year already, the one thing that really impresses me about this team is that any given game, any one of you ladies on the team could step up and kind of lead this team in scoring or lead this team on the defensive end. Allie, do you feel that way when you step on the court? It doesn't have to be you or Jordan or Cammie that leads the way, that anybody can just kind of step up and make a big impact?
Well, for sure. I think that we're all comfortable in anyone's hands, and we know that at any given night, anyone can be hot, and it's not we're just waiting for one person. We're truly a team.
Offensively, this team is really good. Jordan, but defensively, I think this team is even better. Kind of talk about that end of the court on the defensive side. How much pride do you ladies take in playing defense night in and night out?
I think defense is definitely everything for us. Our coaches preach to us how important it is, and we definitely take pride in playing our hardest every night, whatever team it is or how high they're ranked.
We'll talk about the State Farm in just a minute, Cammie, but leading into the State Farm Classic, I think you guys were off to maybe a 12-0 start or something like that. Do you think about those type of things, like when you're going through the beginning of the season and kind of look at the record like, oh man, we're undefeated and we're getting ready for a big tournament? And does the record and the undefeated mark ever enter into your ladies' mind at all?
I think not as much as where we want to be pushed. I think going into State Farm, we knew that we were going to see really great teams from the Peoria area. So, sometimes going into those, you get kind of intimidated, but, in the future, it's going to make you better for coming back to conference games and playing in the postseason.
Allie, you guys made your way to the championship of the State Farm Classic, and you played a really tough team in Morton. They kind of gave you their best shot What changed in that game for you ladies to turn the tide in that game and turn things around to give you guys the championship?
I think just after defeating Morton, we just got a new confidence in us and just realized that any night, whoever we play, we can win. And it wasn't like we were scared anymore. We were just super competitive and knew that whoever's against us, we're going to give it our all. And we truly believe we can win any game.
Jordan, what did winning the State Farm Classic mean to you ladies? The last time they had done it, I think it was like 2001 or something like that. It was a number of years ago, the last time Geneseo had won the State Farm Classic.
We definitely took a lot of pride in that. At the beginning of the season, we were expecting to go into tournament 2-2, and you could definitely see how our confidence increased after that tournament, like Allie said. And it was a great thing for our town. A bunch of people were supporting us, and it was great to give back.
Cammie, you come out of the State Farm Classic, and not that you didn't have that bullseye because you're undefeated, but winning that then gave you that #1 ranking in the state in Class 3A. Do you guys relish that #1 ranking? Is it a burden? Is it a target? What do you guys look at that as the #1 ranking?
I think that, we don't really talk about it much. We found out through the internet or Twitter or something like that. But, we expect coming into every game that teams are going to give us their best game. And it's great for us because it helps us get pushed even more on the court. So, yeah.
When people watch you play, and myself included, you seem like a complete team, Allie, on both sides of the floor. What does this team work on in practice to get better at each and every day?
Yeah, for sure. We're always working defense, offense. We just want to always be moving on both sides of the court and just communicating. Just we are such a close-knit team, so just to further our communication, just get closer and on the court will just really help us.
Are there other practices pretty competitive? What are they like, Jordan? Are they as competitive as I think they might be, knowing that you guys have to push each other so hard?
Yeah, they're definitely competitive, but I think at the same time, it's super fun. We have a lot of teammates that bring a lot of energy, and it just makes the tough practices go by pretty quick.
Cammie, how important are the bench players, the ladies that may not see the court a lot, but in practice, they're the ones that are running that scout offense or the scout defense or whatever, and really pushing you ladies? How important are they to the success of this team right now?
Yeah, I think when people view like bench players, sometimes they get misconcepted as like, oh, like, they don't take it as seriously, but we are very fortunate enough to have such great ladies, and each and every one of them take pride in reading the scouting reports. A lot of them watch film, they know what they're doing, and honestly, they really do push us in practice. We'll go up against them and they'll give us their all, which helps us when we go into the games and stuff. And, when they do go in, they're thrown sometimes with a curveball, and the other opponent teams have their starting lineups in. So I think that really pushes them, and they handle things really well when they are put in those situations.
Allie, what does Scott Hardison, the coach, mean to this team?
He's a big help to the team. He pushes us, he knows what to say, and he's just really good at realizing that it's not just one of us that's going to make this team a team, that we're all not more than five, everybody is going to bring something, and that we just can do something special.
Is there a game on this last half of the schedule, Allie, that you're looking forward to? And I know the coach speak is we take each game as it comes and one at a time and things like that. But is there a game? Is there something out there that you ladies are looking forward to in the second half of the season?
I would say any game that I don't know, a special game. Do you guys have a special game that you're looking forward to? I'm excited.
I was going to say Galesburg.
Mm-hmm.
Because that was our closest conference game, and that was kind of a nail biter till the very end. And they're a very aggressive team. So I think getting ready for those games is really important in practices, getting pushed around extra hard just because they're extremely physical compared to every other team in the WB6 that we play.
All right, a couple of fun questions for you. Jordan, I'll start with you. Best defender on the team?
I think we're all pretty great, but Annie Worth, she's long, she's quick, and when she wants to flip that switch, she just goes, and you can see as she takes off, if you let that ball go out in front of her, she's gone.
All right, Cammie, best three-point shooter?
That's hard because we all have our nights. Like Jordan and Allie and Danielle were lighting it up last night. We have that dribble drive. So I think it just kind of depends on the night and who's hot, but probably Jordan or Danielle.
Allie, the person who brings the most energy to the team.
The most energy, I feel like that has to be Cammie. She gets that and one, and she's going crazy, and we're all going crazy for her.
If you guys played one-on-one, everybody had to line up and play one-on-one, who would end up winning at the end? I'll let you all answer that one. Who's going to win if you all have to play a tournament of one-on-one?
My money's on
Don't know? Allie, who you picking?
I'm saying Danielle Beach. I think Danielle's gonna shock us and get it.
Yeah, Danielle has those ball handling skills like no other. And I don't know, she's got those deadly hesitations.
Jordan, what do you think?
I think Cammie, she's super competitive. And when she wants to win, she's definitely gonna win.
Well, ladies, congratulations on your season. I believe 18-0 at this point. Number one in Class 3A as you head into the second half of your season. Good luck to you, and hopefully you guys will finish the year with holding that state championship or the best trophy you can get this year. So good luck the rest of the year.
Thank you.
Time for our first break. Up next, recapping the shootout, what the players and coaches like about the one-day event.
The Score continues on WQAD News 8.